Dear students, now we are in advanced fabric manufacture and I am Shekhar Gaddam, Sirsilla Government Polytechnic College, Rajanna Sirsilla district, and college name is SRRSGPT Sirsilla. Sri Rajarajeshwara Swami Government Polytechnic, Rajanna Sirsilla districts. So far we are in advanced fabric manufacture. Yesterday we have discussed about climax derby. So climax derby is a derby which is negative in action. So I will briefly introduce you about derbies. There are different kinds of derbies. Derby is a shedding device attached to a loom frame for producing large motifs or figures which are beyond the capacity of the tapered shedding. So derby shedding mechanism is a shedding device which is attached to a loom frame, and it will produce large motifs or figures which are beyond the capacity of tapered shedding. So coming to shedding mechanisms. Before that, what is shedding? Shedding is dividing the warp into two layers. Shedding is dividing the warp into two layers, and one is top layer and the other one is bottom layer, so that a weft or pick can be inserted through the shed, which will be beaten up by the reed in beat up mechanism. So shedding is a primary mechanism which divides the warp into two layers, top layer and bottom layer, and therefore a pick can be inserted. So this is about shedding mechanism. So in shedding mechanism we have different kinds of shedding mechanisms. One is tapered shedding mechanism, and the other one is derby shedding mechanism, and the other one is jacquard shedding mechanism. And in the shedding in the tapered shedding mechanism, the capacity of the heel shafts is 8, and when the heel shaft capacity reaches or goes beyond 8, then in that case we will go for derby shedding. And if the capacity is even more than 40, then we will go for jacquard shedding. So derby shedding, yesterday we have seen climax derby. Climax derby is a double jack negative derby. So there will be two jacks, inner jack and outer jack, T lever, S lever. I have told you yesterday. I am just recapitulating what we have studied. So there is T lever, S lever, C lever, timber lever, bark lever, top knife, top hook, bottom hook, feelers, peg, and pattern cylinder, inner jack, outer jack, and all these things will be there. So all these things will be there in this climax derby mechanism. Now coming to cam derby mechanism. So aim of the experiment is to dismantle and assemble the cam derby mechanism. and to know the parts of the mechanism, to learn construction and working of the mechanism. So cam damping mechanism should be can be dismantled and then assembled again, so that we will know the names, design, functioning of the parts of the design, and then construction and working of the design, and how they are constructed together, how they are assembled together to form the mechanism, and how the mechanism works to find to lift the heel shafts. So that is known as cam damping mechanism. Derby is a shedding device attached to loom to increase the designing capacity. The derby normally controls 12 to 24 heel shafts. The derbies are classified as negative, positive, single lift, double lift, crank driven, cam driven, etc. So the cam derby in the cam derby mechanism, derby is a shedding device attached to loom. So derby is a shedding device attached to a loom, and as I already told, it is attached to the loom, and it is over the loom frame. So, and why it is used to increase the designing capacity. The derby normally controls 12 to 24 heel shafts. The derbies are classified as negative, positive, single lift, double lift, crank driven, cam driven, etc. So negative and positive derbies I have told you already. Climax derby is a negative derby where the lifting and either of the movements of the lifting or lowering movements are controlled by the derbies, then it is called as negative derby. If the both the motions, lifting and lowering, both the motions are controlled by derby, then it is called as positive derby. So if the what is the difference between negative derby and positive derby? Negative derby is a derby where lifting of the heel shafts or lowering of the heel shafts, only one of them is controlled by the derby, whereas in the positive derby mechanism, both the mechanisms are controlled by the derby. So similarly, crank driven and cam driven derbies. So crank driven and cam driven derbies. Cam driven derbies are driven by cams, as we are going to see in this diagram. So definitions. The Ruti cam derby is negative in action. The heels are lowered because of the spring in this body. The knives are pushed forward by the pair of cams. The knives will come back and always in the contact with the cams because of the spring. The knives will come back and always in contact with the cams because of the spring. Here dwell of about 1/3 pick is achieved. The selection of the hook are made by paper pattern instead of wooden pegs. So we have a lot of information in this slide. The Ruti Cam Derby. So Cam Derby is produced by Ruti company. So it is called as Ruti Cam Derby. It is negative in action. What does it mean by negative? The heels are lowered because of the springs in the body, in the derby. Because of the springs in the derby. The heels are lowered because of the springs in the derby. That's why it is called as negative in action. The knives are pushed forward by the pair of cams. So the top knife and bottom knife are pushed forward by the pair of cams. There will be pair of cams and they will be pushed by pair of cams. That is another point. The knives, after pushing, they will come back and be always in contact with the cams because of the spring. Here, dwell of about one third peak is achieved. Dwell means resting time. The selection of the hook are made by paper pattern instead of wooden pegs. The selection of the hook are made by paper pattern instead of wooden pegs. So in the climax derby, we have seen wooden lags and pegs. Wooden lags and pegs. But in the cam derby mechanism, a paper pattern is used instead of the wooden lags and pegs. So the wooden lags and pegs in the climax derby are replaced by paper pattern in the cam derby. So paper pattern is similar to in functioning to wooden pegs and lags. So this is cam derby. So dear students, please see the diagram. A is the connecting lever. So A is on the right hand side, it is there. This is the A. A is the connecting lever. B is half lever. B is the half lever. C is the S lever. C is the S lever. D is the fulcrum. This is the fulcrum. K1, K2 knives. And C1, C2 cams. C1, C2 cams. And H1, H2 hooks. So H1, H2 are hooks. So this is H1 and the below one is H2. Those are hooks, top hook and bottom hook. K1 and K2 are knives. So you see the cams. So these are the cams. C1 and C2, both of them are cams. C1 and C2 are cams connected to bottom shaft, and then the cams will rotate and actuate the knives, and thereby hooks will come into action, and the motion is transmitted to C lever and then to the what is this what is this B. So B is half lever. Here he calls it as a half lever. The author calls it as a half lever. So see the parts again. A is the connecting lever. A is the connecting lever. B is the half lever. C is the S lever, and D is the fulcrum. So D is the fulcrum, and K1, K2 are knives. So C1, C2 are cams. K1, K2 are knives. So K1, K2. So this is K1 and K2 are knives, and these C1 and C2 are two cams. H1 and H2 are two hooks. This is H2. So dear students, these are the parts of the mechanism. Now we will go to construction of the cam derby mechanism. So before going to cam derby mechanism, I will show you the video. As usual, the video will give you very good understanding of the mechanism.
In this video, we can see how selected hooks in a cam derby are pulled by the corresponding knives. These are the top hooks and the top knives. And these are the bottom hooks and the bottom knives. This is the perforated card moving over the pattern cylinder. Here you can see the selection of short feelers and the action of deviating fingers. This view shows the action of reciprocating lifting blocks. This is a complete view of the parts involved in giving drive to the knives. Two negative cams are seen driving their respective knives. The cams push the knives away and the springs pull them back. Again, we can see here the complete view of the action of the cams, knives, springs, and the pulling of the selected hooks. This is the drive to the lifting blocks, which transfers the action to the hooks through the upright rods. Here is the chain and sprocket drive to the cam dobby. Look at the drive to the pattern cylinder. See the stud on the cam causing the throw in the sprocket to which the pattern drum is connected. Here we can see the lifting action of the heel shafts is due to the lateral movement of the lifting jack. The lowering of the heel shaft is by springs which cannot be seen in this view.
So dear students, you have seen once. Now I will explain the diagram. I will explain the video. Please observe carefully.
In this video, we can see how selected hooks in a cam dobby are pulled by the corresponding knives. These are the top hooks and the top knives.
So you see top hooks and top knives. So those are the top knives and below are the top hooks.
And these are the bottom hooks and the bottom knives.
These are the bottom hooks and bottom knives. So
this is the perforated card moving over the pattern cylinder.
so here you can see the paper pattern that is said that the small holes are present here. So you see here small holes. So these small holes are present. So those are akin to pegs. Small holes are akin to pegs, and blank spaces are akin to holes in the wooden pegs. So this is the comparison to wooden legs and pegs and holes in the paper pattern. Simply, dear students, please simply remember, a peg is similar to a hole. A peg in the wooden leg is similar to a hole in the paper pattern. So this is wooden legs are replaced by perforated card. Perforations means holes. So that is perforated card. You can see on the screen also perforated card. So that is the pattern cylinder, perforated card moving over the pattern cylinder. So perforations means holes, and a peg in the wooden leg is similar to a hole in the perforated card or paper pattern which runs over the pattern cylinder.
Here you can see the selection of short feelers and the action of deviating fingers.
So here you can see the feelers and fingers. So the feelers are the will be straight feeler and bent feeler will be there, and fingers will be there.
This view shows the action of reciprocating lifting blocks. This is a complete view of the parts involved in giving drive to the knife.
Dear students, please, it is very nice that this video is taken here. So this is the cams, the knives, and all these things are present in the schematic diagram that I have shown you. So those are the two negative cams that are rotating, and connected to it are top and bottom knives.
Two negative cams are seen driving their respective knives. The cams push the knives away and the springs pull.
The cams push the knives away and the motion is transmitted to the hooks, and then it goes to the S lever and half lever you will see here, and from this it goes into the machinery parts into that we cannot see in the video. So this is side view. So you can see that there are two cams and there are two knives, and to it connected are hooks. So and they are returned back by springs. So
them back. Again, we can see here the complete view of the action of the cams, knives, springs, and the pulling of the selected hooks. This is the drive to the lifting blocks, pulling of the selected hooks. Complete view of the action of the cams, knives.
so dear students, see here, the cams are rotating, top knife and bottom knife are rotating, and they are pulling the hooks. Top hook and bottom hooks are being pulled and pulled by the top knife and bottom knife. So this way, top knife and bottom knife are this is the front view. So we have seen, just now we have seen side view, now we are seeing the front view.
Springs and the pulling of the selected hooks. This is the drive to the lifting blocks, which transfers the action to the hooks through the upright rods.
Here the drive is given to the lifting blocks, means lifting heel shafts. So that is the thing.
Here is the chain and sprocket drive to the cam dobby.
Here there is a chain and sprocket drive to the cam dobby. So drive comes.
Look at the drive to the pattern cylinder. See the stud on the.
So drive to the pattern cylinder is different. Drive to the cam dobby is different. So drive to the pattern. So drive to the pattern cylinder is different, and drive to the cam dobby is different.
The cam causing the throw in the sprocket to which the pattern drum is connected. Here we can see the lifting action of the heel shafts is due to the lateral.
So pattern drum is like pattern cylinder is there. On that there is a drum on which paper pattern is rotating, and that is the one.
Movement of the lifting jack. The lowering of the heel shaft is by springs which cannot be seen in this view.
So the lifting of the heel shafts takes place, and here you see the notes here, springs which cannot be seen in the view. So springs cannot be seen in the view, which will, what will they do? They will make the negative action. What does it mean by negative action? So lowering of the heel shafts, is done by the cams. No. Lowering of the heel shafts is done by the springs. So in this way, one movement in this way, lifting of the heel shafts is done by the cams, and lowering of the heel shafts is done by the springs. Therefore it is called as negative in action, and that's why it is called negative cam dobby. Now I have explained all these things. Now clearly observe all the parts.
In this video, we can see how selected hooks in a cam dobby are pulled by the corresponding knives. These These are the top hooks and the top knives. And these are the bottom hooks and the bottom knives. This is the perforated card moving over the pattern cylinder. Here you can see the selection of short feelers and the action of deviating fingers. This view shows the action of reciprocating lifting blocks. This is a complete view of the parts involved in giving drive to the knives. Two negative cams are seen driving their respective knives. The cams push the knives away and the springs pull them back. Again, we can see here the complete view of the action of the cams, knives, springs, and the pulling of the selected hooks. This is the drive to the lifting blocks, which transfers the action to the hooks through the upright rods. Here is the chain and sprocket drive to the cam dobby. Look at the drive to the pattern cylinder. See the stud on the cam causing the throw in the sprocket to which the pattern drum is connected. Here we can see the lifting action of the heel shafts is due to the lateral movement of the lifting jack. The lowering of the heel shaft is by springs which cannot be seen in this view.
So dear students, please see this, how simple now it is for you to understand. Cams are there, C1, C2 are cams, and K1, K2 are knives, top knife and bottom knife. H1, H2 are hooks. So knives are only, there are only two knives, but hooks are, there are number of hooks. So depending on the draft of the design, and K1, K2 knives are returned to their original position by the action of the springs, and hooks are connected to C lever and then to the half lever and then to the lifting jack. So this is that's what we have just seen in the video. Now you might have very clearly understood. Now it is very simple for you to understand. So now we will go to the notes and explanation slide by slide. So construction. Until recently, it was customary to actuate the knives of Dobby systems by means of a crank mounted at the end of the bottom shaft. So till the recent times, the knives of Dobby systems are actuated by crank mounted at the bottom shaft. So bottom shaft, on the bottom shaft there is a crank mounted, and the crank mounted will actuate the knives till recently. So second point, this produces an approximately simple harmonic motion. So with the crank it produces simple harmonic motion with no possibility of introducing a planned period of dwell. So there is no planned period of dwell in this crank driven thing. So construction, third point, the more recent trend. So I have already told you there are two types of one kind of classification of Dobbies is crank driven and cam driven. So first 2 points dealt with the disadvantages of the crank driving, and now we are entering into the third point, which is introducing cams. The more recent trend is to actuate the knives by means of cams mounted on a shaft in the Derby system, the shaft being driven by a set of bevel gears or by a chain and sprocket arrangement attached to the crankshaft. So, dear students, the recent trend is the third point talks about now comes into so first 2 points talked about crank driving, and now coming into the more recent trend is you have seen in the video and in the picture that the knives are moved or actuated by means of cams. So where these cams are mounted, they are mounted on a shaft in the Derby system. So how the shaft is driven? It is driven by chain and sprocket arrangement or bevel gears. It can be driven by chain and sprocket arrangement or by bevel gears. So how a cam is driven? So cam is driven by bevel gears, set of bevel gears or chain and sprocket arrangement. Fourth point, the cams can be so designed as to give any required period of dwell, which is usually about 1/3 of a peak. The cams can be designed to give any required period of dwell, so which is actually 1/3 of a peak. Cam Derby systems were originally introduced for weaving continuous filament yarn. So why these cam Derby systems are produced? They are produced for they are introduced for producing continuous filament yarn, for which a period of dwell is particularly desirable in order to minimize abrasion and filamentation of warp by shuttle. So dwell is given because for which a period of dwell is given. This is desirable to minimize abrasion and filamentation of warp by the shuttle. So this is the fifth point, and we have completed construction. And now coming to working in this Derby. So working you already seen, but because you have to write the notes, and I will just go through the notes. So working in this Derby, the knives are actuated by two cams mounted on a camshaft. So there is a camshaft, and on that there are two cams which are mounted on the camshaft, and the knives are actuated by two cams. The cams are negative in action. So the cams are negative in action. What does it mean by negative in action? I have already told you, only lifting of the heel shafts is done by the cams, and cam followers are kept in contact with the cam by means of springs. The knives are pushed and not pulled by the cams. So you can see in the diagram, the knives are pushed by the cams, but they are not pulled. The motion of the knives is transmitted to the heel shafts through the upper and lower hooks, the S lever, a half lever and lifting jack, and a cord attached to the top of the slider. So the motion of the knives is transmitted to the heel shafts. So how is it transmitted to the heel shafts? It is transmitted through the upper hooks and lower hooks, and S lever and half lever, and then the half lever is connected to lifting jack. So lifting jacks are connected, and therefore it is working. This is known as working. So settings. In the modern cam Derby systems, the chain of lags is replaced by a loop of very tough plastic paper or plastic shield called the pattern cord or pattern paper. So in the modern cam Derby systems, so the chain of wooden lags and pegs is replaced by a loop of very tough plastic paper. So wooden lags and pegs are replaced by tough plastic paper or plastic sheet. So that is known as paper pattern or pattern cord or so pattern paper or paper pattern. So wooden legs, I have told you in the early itself. I told earlier itself that wooden legs and pegs are replaced by paper pattern and pegs. Second point, holes punched in the paper correspond to pegs in the legs, a hole causing the corresponding heel shaft to be lifted. So holes punched in the paper pattern. So there are, you have seen the holes in the paper pattern, and in the paper pattern holes correspond to pegs in the legs. A hole causing the corresponding heel shaft to be lifted. A hole causing the corresponding heel shaft to be lifted. So a hole, if a hole is there, in that case the heel shaft will be, corresponding heel shaft will be lifted. So if a hole is present in the paper pattern or pattern card, then the corresponding heel shaft will be lifted. Light feelers are used to detect the presence or absence of a hole, but they do not supply the force required to lift the hooks. So light feelers are used to detect the presence or absence of a hole, but they do not supply the force required to lift the hooks. Advantages of cam derby. So you have seen the settings. So setting is chain of lags. Chain of lags or chain of wooden lags and pegs is replaced by a tough plastic sheet known as pattern card or paper pattern. And the second point is a hole in the paper pattern causes the corresponding heel shaft to be lifted, and a hole in the paper pattern is equal to the peg in the wooden legs. So light feelers are used to detect the presence or absence of a hole, but they do not supply the force required to lift the hooks. So light feelers are used to detect the presence or absence of a hole. And now we are coming to advantage of cam derby. They work, cam derby advantages. They work with much less vibration than those in a climax derby. So in the climax derby there will be lot of vibration and lot of moving parts will be there, and there is lot of friction and lot of moving parts will be present, but here there is less vibration, much less vibration. So next, coming to second point, the derby is placed on one side of the loom and hence allows maximum light on the fabric. If you see in the climax derby, the climax derby is positioned on the right hand side or left hand side of the derby, and because of the derby, the large derby, heavy parts of the derby and Muhammad construction of the derby, so there is no light falling on the fabric. So here the cams are, where are the cams? You have just seen the video and diagram. Cams are positioned on one side of the loom. Cams are positioned on one side of the loom, and therefore allows maximum light on the fabric. So light and so there will be easy to be seen. So the problem of oil drops falling on the cloth found commonly in the climax derby is not encountered in a modern cam derby. So the problem of oil drops, climax derby, in the climax derby there will be oil drops falling on the cloth. So in the cam derby it is not encountered this problem. So the problem of oil drops is removed. Excuse me. Fourth point, in modern cam derby systems, the drive is derived from the crankshaft by a chain sprocket or bevel and bevel wheel combination, an arrangement that makes for smooth running. So in modern cam derby systems, so the drive is coming from bevel gears or bevel and bevel wheel gears. So it is called bevel gears, means bevel and bevel wheel combination is known as bevel gears. So bevel and bevel wheel combination, bevel and bevel wheel combination. So a bevel and bevel gear, this is known as bevel gears. What are bevel gears? Bevel and bevel wheel, an arrangement that makes for smooth running. So this is helpful in smooth running of the machine. Modern cam derby systems are provided with a heel leveling attachment by means of which all the heel shafts can be brought to the same level for piecing up. Modern cam derby systems are provided with a heel leveling attachment by means of which all the heel shafts can be brought to the same level for piecing up. The worm and worm wheel arrangement for the pattern cylinder drive gives a smooth and precise action. So pattern cylinder drive, how it comes, it says. And next, modern cam derby systems have a mechanism of operating the heel shaft using an endless paper roll instead of wooden pegs and lags. A bulky length of the pattern chain for long repeats is thus avoided. So if it is a very large design, then large number of wooden lags and wooden pegs are required for the working of the derby. So that is the meaning. A bulky length of the pattern chain, which is a bulky length, wooden lags and pegs. So a bulky length of the pattern chain is avoided. So if it is avoided, then what is in the use? So the because instead of the bulky length of the pattern chain, there is a paper roll. Paper roll means tough plastic paper sheet, which is known as pattern cord or paper pattern. So modern cam derby systems have a mechanism of operating the heel shafts using an endless paper roll instead of wooden pegs and lags. Eighth point, paper rolls that have been used once can be stored and reused if required, a feature that is practically impossible in a climax derby in which a lattice with lags and pegs are used. So what is paper roll? The tough plastic paper is easy to be stored. It can be stored anywhere, and it can be reused. This is not possible with the wooden lags and pegs because it is very bulky. So paper rolls, once used, can be reused. They can be stored and reused, whereas wooden lags and pegs are cannot be stored easily and not reusable. Now see the video again and then we will conclude the class.
In this video, we can see how selected hooks in a cam derby are pulled by the corresponding knives. These are the top hooks and the top knives. And these are the bottom hooks and the bottom knives. This This is the perforated card moving over the pattern cylinder. Here you can see the selection of short feelers and the action of deviating fingers. This view shows the action of reciprocating lifting blocks. This is a complete view of the parts involved in giving drive to the knives. Two negative cams are seen driving their respective knives. The cams push the knives away and the springs pull them back. Again, we can see here the complete view of the action of the cams, knives, springs, and the pulling of the selected hooks. This is the drive to the lifting blocks, which transfers the action to the hooks through the upright rods. Here is the chain and sprocket drive to the cam dobby. Look at the drive to the pattern cylinder. See the stud on the cam causing the throw in the sprocket to which the pattern drum is connected. Here we can see the lifting action of the heel shafts is due to the lateral movement of the lifting jack. The lowering of the heel shaft is by springs which cannot be seen in this view.
So dear students, we have completed cam dobby, and we will see with the Eccles drop box in the next class. So till that time, please study well at home, and thank you.